Good morning students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 7, reflection of light in physics. Class, I have given you in previous class, I have explained you what is reflection of light. I am recapitulating that also. What is reflection of light, class? When a ray of light strikes a surface or a plane mirror, when a ray of light strikes a surface at the point of, this point is known as at the point of incidence, then returning of that light back into the same medium is known as reflection of light. Class, this arrow which is going inwards is known as, this ray is known as incident ray, and the ray on which the arrow is pointing outwards, that means the ray of light is coming outwards, is known as reflected ray. Okay class, this is incident ray, reflected ray, and the point on the surface or on the plane mirror at which the incident ray strikes is known as point of incidence. Point of incidence. Yes, and at the point of incidence a perpendicular drawn on at the point of incidence is known as normal. This line or this ray is known as normal ray. Okay, a perpendicular drawn at the point of, only at the point of incidence I am saying, not anywhere you draw and say it is a normal ray. No, a ray or a perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence is known as a normal ray. Okay class, now some terms related to this reflection of light, what it is. Now this incident ray makes an angle with this normal, which is known as angle of incidence, which is known as what? Angle of incidence, and it is represented by small I. That means angle I is angle of incidence. Okay, and same way this reflected ray also makes an angle with normal. This angle is known as angle of reflection. It is denoted by a small letter R. Okay, angle R is angle of reflection. Okay class, so this some terms again I am recapitulating. This is the ray which is striking the surface is incident ray. The ray which is coming back after striking the surface is known as reflected ray. The point at which incident ray strikes the surface is known as point of incidence, and a perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence is known as normal ray. Angle of incidence is the angle between incident ray and normal, and angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. Okay, I hope that this is all clear to you. Okay, next topic is kinds of reflection, class. Now, in this chapter you will read that there are two kinds of reflection. First is regular reflection, second is irregular reflection. Now, what is regular reflection and irregular reflection, class? When reflection takes place through a regular surface. Regular surface means a very smooth surface on which there are no projections. Okay, microscopically there are no projections on it. That is very smooth surface is known as a regular reflection. And what is irregular reflection? When reflection takes place on a non-smooth surface or a surface which has many projections on it. Now you can ask now where we can see these irregular surfaces? The wall is a good example. For you this wall is a plane, but no, microscopically if we see this wall, it has many projections on this. Likewise, a blackboard surface in your class. Blackboard surface is plain to you, but microscopically it is not at all plain. It is irregular surface. It has many projections on it. And regular surface is like a plane mirror. It is a regular surface because it is polished to a high degree of smoothness. Okay. Now, difference in reflection. How light rays reflects differently in both of these. Now, what happens in regular reflection? When a parallel beam of light strikes a regular surface, after reflection, the rays of light also go parallelly. After reflection, the reflected rays also go parallelly. That means if an object is here, the image will be seen here only, not somewhere here or not here, neither here nor there. That means if you want to see the image, of this object, where you have to stand? Here at this place you have to stand to see the image of this object. Okay, so in regular reflection, image will be made at a particular place only, not all places. Whereas in irregular reflection, what happens? See, when a parallel beam of light, these all are parallel beams of beam of light strikes an irregular surface. See, there are many projections. After striking these projections, reflected rays will go in every possible direction. They can go in every possible direction. It can go reflected like this, then it can go like this. Anywhere they can go. That means in irregular reflection, reflected rays can go in every possible direction. That means where the viewer can see the image of the object by sitting anywhere or by standing anywhere in its surroundings. Okay, the best example of irregular reflection is watching a movie in PVR or in a theater. The audience is sitting at the center, at the extreme left, at the extreme right, anywhere they are sitting, still they are able to see the movie there. How? Because a irregular reflection takes place there. Okay, now moving ahead, I will explain you the laws of reflection, class. Now there are two laws of reflection. What are the two laws of reflection, class? See. Laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. What are the two laws of reflection, class? It is very important question. It has come many times in exams also. First law of reflection says that angle of incidence is always equals to the angle of reflection. Angle I is always equals to the angle R. In every reflection, whenever it is taking place, their angle I is equals to angle R. Secondly, the incident ray, I hope everyone understood what is incident ray. The normal at the point of incidence. The normal at the point of incidence and the reflected ray all lie in same plane. These are the two laws of reflection, which is very, very important, class. You have to learn these laws of reflection word by word. First law of reflection is that angle of incidence is angle of reflection, and second law says that incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. These are the two laws of reflection. Now class, I will explain you next topic, formation of image by reflection. Now how an image is formed by reflection. Okay, how a image is formed by reflection. Okay, formation of image by reflection, class. Look class, whenever you have to see an image of an object, you have to consider, first point to be noted is that you have to consider at least two incident rays. At least two incident rays you have to consider. Okay. Okay. Now second point which you have to keep in mind, that each ray of light will follow the laws of reflection, which you have just understood. Okay, so each ray of light will follow the laws of reflection. Follow the laws of reflection. Okay, now I'll explain you by giving an example how we can make an image by reflection. See, first, see class, before explaining formation of image by reflection, I would like to explain you two types of images. What are the two types of images, class? Real image and a virtual image. Now what are real images and what are virtual images, class? Look class, when a ray of light strikes a surface, then what happens? It comes back into the same medium. Now if two rays of light likewise incident on this surface and the reflected rays will come like this. This is the path of the reflected rays. What do you think? Is it possible for these reflected rays to meet anywhere in this space? No, these reflected rays are not able to meet anywhere in the space. So are you getting an image after seeing a plane mirror? Plane mirror is what actually? Plane mirror is a looking glass which is at your home, commonly which is you find at your home. But you are able to see your image, you are able to see many images in the plane mirror. Then how that image is formed? Actually what happens, class, that image is not formed because of these reflected rays actually meeting. These reflected rays will not actually meet anywhere. These rays will actually not meet. These rays will virtually meet. Virtually means meeting means they are not meeting actually. We are extending them back behind the mirror and they are meeting behind the mirror. Like how? See, we will extend them, these reflected rays. I am extending These reflected rays, see, at the back of the mirror. And at the back of the mirror, they will meet somewhere, and at this point, you are able to see an image in the mirror. Understanding? So, see here, the reflected rays are not meeting actually. When the reflected rays are meeting actually, they forms a real image. But you will say, ma'am, in plane mirror it is not possible. Yes, real images are not formed in a plane mirror. Real images are only possible in concave mirror, which I will explain you later. Okay. Real images are only possible in concave mirror, whereas virtual image means what? When the reflected rays actually do not meet or actually do not intersect at any point. Instead of that, they are meeting at somewhere backwards. Okay. So it is called virtual image. Okay class, it is called virtual image. Now, real image and virtual image, I hope you understood. Now I will explain you how we form an image by reflection. See, for example, it's a point. Okay, it's a point. Here we have a point object. Point object means very small size it is. It's a point object. We have to form image of this point object in a mirror. This is a mirror. This is a mirror. Now, what will happen? See, what I told you before that, we have to form an image by reflection. We have to consider 2 points. First of all, first point is what? That we have to consider at least 2 incident rays. So we will consider at least 2 incident rays. Let's see this. These are the 2 incident rays. These are the incident rays. Yes. Now what will happen? After reflection, what will happen? After reflection, this happens. Now these rays will never meet in the space here. So what we will do? We will extend them back. We will extend them back. Wait, I'll draw it again. These are the incident rays. After striking, these are the reflected rays. Now what will happen? This is the point object. These rays will never meet. So what will happen? What we will do? We will extend them back behind the mirror. And an image is formed here. Where we are getting the image? Here is the image. It is the object and here is the image class. So I hope you all understood how we have formed an image of this object. We have considered 2 incident rays. After reflection, they will come back in the same medium. You can consider, you can draw normal also. Okay, these are the normals of these 2 incident rays. Thank you so much, class.